As both a mom to a child with Tourette syndrome and a teacher, I completely understand how complicated it can be to try to help children with Tourette syndrome in the classroom and in the school.
Tourette is hard, particularly when you have a classroom of 25, 30 kids and you can't give one-on-one attention to this one child. It's a very frustrating situation. Teachers want to help, teachers want to teach.
My name is Wendy Wegman, and I have been a teacher for over 20 years. I have a son with Tourette syndrome. I'm also the education specialist, or an education specialist, for the Tourette Association of America here in Rochester, New York.
So I'm Kathy Giordano, and I'm a parent of 3 children. I've been involved with helping parents in school districts for about 30 years.
Some children with Tourette syndrome are going to be very complicated, and it's probably going to be one of your biggest challenges as a teacher to try to figure out how to help this kid. You may have another student with Tourette syndrome who presents completely differently at school and may not be quite as much of a challenge. Tics are really just the tip of the iceberg when you're learning about Tourette syndrome. It's really important to understand that Tourette syndrome is more than tics. Some of the symptoms that can occur along with tics and Tourette syndrome are ADHD, anxiety, obsessive-compulsive disorder, social communication disorder, and disinhibition.
When I travel around the country and talk to schools, I say, if you understand disinhibition, then you understand Tourette syndrome. Because all symptoms are urges, and the urges are so strong that sometimes people with Tourette can't inhibit.
Disinhibition is the inability to put on your mental brakes. Children with Tourette syndrome often call things out at times when it may seem inappropriate. They often do things that they can't help because they have an urge to do something at a moment when it isn't okay.
A lot of people think that they have to teach them right from wrong. They know right from wrong. It's just that in the moment they're not able to act the way they know they would like to. I'll hear, so how do we tell if it's a tic or it's a kid just having some bad behavior?
It's important to understand that these are urges and that Tourette syndrome is neurological in nature. Tics can be both vocal and motor. It's best to ignore the tics as much as possible. Drawing attention to tics can exacerbate them, making a child have more anxiety and making the tics worse.
If a child is clearing their throat, you ignore it. If they're humming, you ignore it. If it can be ignored, you ignore it. I have spoken to teachers and parents where a child will screech really, really loud every 10 seconds all day long. And so that can be an issue. Or touching people inappropriately can be an issue. If it's a tic that is really disruptive, or if it's a behavior that is difficult, you want to work with the kid. You want to help the child. You want to talk with the child and say, okay, we know that you want to be good. We know that, this is not what you want to do. So can we think of a way that we can help you? How can we help you? Or what could you do instead? Can you try something else for a week and then we'll get together and see how it's working?
Including the student in the approach to solving problems is the best way to assure that they will be solved, not just managed. And it's also important to listen to parents and what they may have to say about how their child is presenting with Tourette syndrome. Having an understanding of Tourette syndrome and the co-occurring conditions can build compassion, and it's important for the students to feel and to know that you understand, or to let them know that you're working on trying to understand. Also, it's going to be important for you to have a team with other educators to work with. to have other educators to talk to problem solve with, and to help you and them understand how best to help a particular child with Tourette syndrome. Working with kids with Tourette syndrome requires a great deal of thought and commitment. One of the things that I can say as a parent is that I have never felt more gratitude than I do for my son's teachers when they work together with me as a team and when they work with him with a sense of understanding and cooperation. It's a pretty amazing feeling to know that everybody is looking out for your son or your daughter, even when things are really rough.